In this video, we're looking at a beautiful intermediate level fingerstyle arrangement of Tennessee Waltz. For an easier version, keep an eye out for a beginner level arrangement of this song coming soon. Now let's start off with our demo. This arrangement is for low G tuning, and in this tutorial we'll walk through how to play measures 15 through 25 step by step, which is the middle section of the song. I've also covered how to play measures 1 through 9 in this video, where I use parts of Tennessee Waltz in a country waltz medley arrangement. So check out that video for tips on how to play measures 1 through 9, most of which repeat 3 times throughout the song. Now let's take a close look at measures 15 through 25. We'll start by counting the rhythm of measures 15, 16, and 17 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We begin measure 15 playing an arpeggio followed by a hammer-on. So we start with our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We're going to play an arpeggio, or a broken chord, through the 2nd string, and then we'll hammer onto the 1st fret of the 2nd string using our index finger. So here's how this looks. Then we'll lift up our index finger to play the open 2nd string, and then we'll play the 3rd string, keeping our middle finger in place. In measure 16, we'll play the open 3rd and 4th strings together, and then we're going to start forming a G7 chord. So we'll play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, then the 1st fret of the 2nd string, then the open 1st string, and in measure 17, we place down our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string to complete our G7 chord. And here we'll play an arpeggio through all 4 strings. Then we're going to the 3rd fret of the 1st string with our index finger, and we're going to hammer onto the 5th fret using our ring finger. If you're enjoying my lessons, I would love it if you leave me a comment and give this video a thumbs up. Your support here on YouTube and on Patreon enable me to focus full-time on my channel, creating new arrangements and tutorials for you. So if you're interested in downloading tabs or song sheets, head on over to my Patreon page. You'll find the link down below in the video description. Now let's count the rhythm of measures 18 through 21 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We begin measure 18 with our pinky on the 7th fret of the 1st string. Here we'll play an arpeggio through all 4 strings. Then we'll pick the 1st string 2 more times. And in measure 19, we have a bar chord. We're going to bar all 4 strings across the 4th fret using our index finger, and we're going to use either our middle finger or ring finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string. Then we'll go back to the 7th fret of the 1st string for 2 more notes to complete measure 19. And in measure 20, we have another bar chord, but this time only across strings 1, 2, and 3 on the 5th fret. Here we're going to start on the 3rd string and play an arpeggio through the 1st string. Then we'll go to the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and then the open 1st string to complete measure 20. In measure 21, we'll use our ring finger to play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and we're also going to pick the open 3rd and 4th strings together. Then we finish measure 21 with a hammer-on, playing the open 1st string and hammering onto the 2nd fret. Now let's look at the rhythm of measures 22 through 25. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're starting measure 22 on a C chord, playing an arpeggio through all 4 strings, then the open 1st string, then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and in measure 23 we'll place our index finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, playing an arpeggio on strings 4, 3, and 2. Then we'll play the open 1st string, the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then in measure 24 we'll place our middle and index fingers on the 2nd fret of strings 3 and 4. We'll pick the 3rd string, then the 4th string, then the 3rd fret of the 1st string using our pinky, and then in measure 25 we'll form a G7 chord, playing an arpeggio through all 4 strings, and then we'll play our hammer-on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and this next section repeats the same melody the way we started in measure 1. For more of my tutorials on fingerstyle arrangements, see this playlist here. Have fun practicing, and thanks for watching.